You will not believe what the top running back prospect out of this 2025 draft, Ashton Jeanty, just said. I was reading an article. I'm going to share with you what he said. It's absolutely shocking if you're a fantasy football enthusiast or if you just enjoy watching running backs achieve greatness. You won't believe what he said. I'm going to share that with you guys in this quick video. And just as importantly, I want to talk about this running back by committee, especially as we head into the draft tomorrow, okay? Because a lot of teams are going to want to destroy future young great athlete running backs and destroy their careers by putting them in a committee. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And also I want to make this interactive. So in the comments below, this is very, very important. Drop it below. Which team do you think will draft Jeanty? There's rumors now also that the Jacksonville Jaguars want him at number 5. I'm going to discuss that as well. Number 5, they want to take him away from a potential Raiders pickup. So where do you think he's going to land? What do you think about the running back committee? But more importantly, where do you think he's going to land? Raiders, Jacksonville, Chargers, Bears, could they move up to grab him? Denver, could they move up to grab him? They need a running back. Love to get your feedback below. Let's dive right into it. Again, hit the thumbs up, smash thumbs up, subscribe, and of course, grab 16 rounds below. Use code DRAFT to save 20%. Grab the 16-round draft solution. It'll help you guys be light years ahead of the consensus. Consensus rankings are dead. You do not want to draft based on rankings. You will lose your league. 16 rounds, the truth. Experience it below. Use code DRAFT to save. I've linked it below in the comments and also in the body of this YouTube video. All right, let's talk about it. What did Ashton Jeanty say? And again, at the end, I'm going to tell you of this video what I think about the running back by committee and where I think he's going to land. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about it. So Ashton Jeanty sees, I was reading an article here, sees a middle ground where basically he could be a workhorse and also sharing the workload. That's the title of the article. Go look it up. Just look up Ashton Jeanty News. The title is Ashton Jeanty sees middle ground where he could be a workhorse and sharing the workload. Here's exactly what he said. I'm going to quote it for you. And I'm going to tell you guys why it makes me so angry, okay? First of all, we are talking about, I'll just tell you why it makes me angry. We are talking about one of the top running back prospects in years. We're talking about a guy who puts up 2,600 yards, had 374 attempts last year, averaging over 26 touches a game or attempts per game. Okay, this is a guy that demands 3-down workhorse volume. So really, how it impacts Jeanty or what team he lands on and how his workload is going to be distributed is really going to shape the landscape of future running backs, the future of other great running backs coming in. Will we start seeing committees all over now, which we're starting to see? And will we never see guys like the Adrian Petersons of the world and the Emmitt Smiths again because of this BS? So how they treat Jeanty, the team that drafts him, how they're going to distribute his volume is really going to impact future running backs. So we really want to see him on a team where he's going to be the 3-down workhorse running back. It's very important. Now, here's what he said, okay? He says, I think I'm kind of in between. Big mistake. Big mistake. And I know why he's doing it. He's doing it because he wants to open it up to a team where maybe it's a better team. He doesn't want to limit his options. I get it. But he goes, I think it's good to have a 2-man running back system if you have 2 great guys at the position. This is exactly what I was reading from the article. Again, let me repeat. He says, I think he's kind of in between. So he wants to be a workhorse, yet he's okay to share as long as it's a good 2-man system where both running backs are great at the position. So he's basically saying, I'm okay with going, with a running back system in a committee, which is ludicrous. Like, you should be saying, I'm a workhorse, I'm a beast. And the thing is, he is kind of, shooting himself in the foot. Literally, what's the terminology for that? Cutting himself short. You know what I mean? It's like basically saying, like, I'm willing to settle for less and be a mediocre guy, statistically not leave a legacy for the sake of the team. And all this team crap, it's like, it's about you as well. You got to think about yourself, your stats, your legacy. And it really sucks for fantasy and reality. So I want to talk a little bit about that, just say how it's crazy that he's saying that, what he said. And also, again, how important where he lands is going to be. So, again, teams are going by committee. So we're talking about Jacksonville. They're saying that basically he would be a missing piece to their offense. I don't know exactly what they said, that they need him. He's kind of that missing piece for them to succeed. But they've got Etienne, who's literally on his last year. He's going to be a free agent in 2026. They need to get rid of him now if they want to bring in Jeanty. They got Bigsby. And when you look at the distribution between those guys, 168 attempts for Bigsby and 150 for Etienne last year. And these guys, what are they going to sit on the bench if Jeanty comes in? They have to if he comes in. And that's the thing. I don't think that the team is going to put them on the bench. They might even give Bigsby the goal line work and maybe kind of ease off a little bit on the ETN. So it's really going to be an interesting dynamic if they take him at 5. It's really going to screw Jeanty's value, at least for a year, while ETN there. Now, I was telling you for years, ETN sucks. He's not a good running back. I was telling you this on and on, and people don't believe me that ETN sucks. I was telling you that he sucks. And obviously, Jacksonville, if they're thinking of drafting Jeanty, don't believe in ETN. So there's the whole pick at number 5, and then there's the Bears. I think they're picking at 10. Are they going to move up to try to grab him? They definitely need a running back. They really want him. They were saying that, like, I'm dreaming of getting him. And then there's also, the Jets, who said that I think they were interested in him, but basically they want to run a committee. They've come out and straight up said, we are going to be running a committee. So imagine him and Breece Hall, what a disaster that would be. And then you've got other teams that have met with him, guys like the Ravens, who want to put him in a committee potentially with Henry, but they're picking way later in the draft unless they move up. Chargers, they brought in Najee. I don't think he's the full-term solution, so that would be a disaster. So tons of places where he could end up being in a committee, but we don't want him to be in a committee. We want this guy to be a workhorse, and that's where I think I would love him on the Raiders. As much as the team is outstanding, I think they could be efficient enough that they could run him 320 times a year. And listen, I will not accept anything less than over 300 attempts for the amazing talent that is Ashton Jeanty. The last thing we want is for him to be in a committee, and everybody keeps going to, Lightning and Thunder, whatever, Sonic and Hedgehog or Sonic and Knuckles or whatever it is with Detroit. No, we don't want that. We definitely 100% want to see, Jeanty in a position where he could absolutely thrive. So the future of the running back by committee is in the balance based on tomorrow's results on the draft. Let me know what you guys think. Where do you think he's going to land? How is this going to impact future running backs coming in with this talent? Are they going to be stuck in committees? We just hope he doesn't end up on Jacksonville. And if he does, he needs to, Bigsby and ATN literally have to be on the bench. So I'd love to get your feedback on this. But again, it's very shocking and upsetting the fact that he is bending over and complying and bending, right? Like he's bending, saying, I'm willing to be part of a committee. No, you can't be saying that stuff. You got to basically say, I am the man. I am the alpha. I demand and respect. I demand 300 attempts plus, and I'm going to be the guy on the team. And we see teams succeeding that implement the true running back. We saw the Eagles, right? We see the Ravens do well implementing a true running back because you're maximizing the position by having the best player there. By every time Gibbs is off the field, Montgomery is lackluster. You're missing out on an explosive play that Gibbs could produce. So you want the best player on the field. Now, the caveat to that is, the contradictory saying is like, you're preserving Gibbs more. I don't believe in that, man. Running backs have been running strong for years. Thurman Thomas, Emmitt Smith in the past, Barry Sanders, Adrian Peterson, and on and on and on in the past. Right? So we don't want to break what's good. Running backs can last several years, especially if they're young, dynamic, and maintain their health. And they're protected well. Not that they're protected well, but you know what I mean. The offensive line moves well, and they have a good system where they can move the ball up the field in a manner where they least are likely to get injured, if that makes sense, right? If they have an efficient system. So listen, I believe in Jeanty. He's got to be the workhorse, and I can't wait to see where he lands. I just hope he doesn't end up in a committee. Let me know where you think he's going to land. Love to get your feedback. Subscribe, thumbs up, turn on the bell, and make sure you guys grab 16 rounds where I give you all the optimal players drafted, exactly where to draft Jeanty and other rookies coming in. Subscribe, thumbs up. I appreciate it. I had to get this rant out. I had to share what he said there, but it's just wild. Can't wait to see where he lands, other guys like Hampton and others. Subscribe, thumbs up. And the draft is tomorrow. I can't wait. Subscribe to my channel. I keep you guys in the loop on everything. We'll talk soon. I'm done.